Tiff in the motherfucking wine cellar. How you doing, Tiff?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. I know it's early, but it's never too early to drink a little wine.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay, and I'm always excited when I got Sukihana wine. So Sukihana is apparently been your baby daddy.
Well, that's her man, and that's okay, but she don't gotta antagonize me because she's dating my baby daddy. Like, we not together. We been broke up.
Okay, so she's been antagonizing you.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, all right. Well, let me get you a little wine so you can unwind and tell us what's been going on over there in the baby mama world and the that you're going through with Suki, because she's a baby mama too. So here's the thing. Who is your baby daddy?
Snoop RX.
Snoop RX. Yeah. I never heard of him.
Yeah, so I left him in February on my daughter's birthday, in 2023.
Okay.
And when I left or whatever, you know, everybody have relationship issues. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he'll see that we was together for 10 years. So I'm thinking
10 years. Oh, wow.
I'm like, maybe he'll see 10 years, 2 kids, 4 in total. He got an older daughter. Before my kids, I have an older son, and then we have the 2 kids together.
Right.
So basically we broke up or whatever. I left on my daughter's birthday. So I'm thinking like, you know, it's one of those things where we take a break, we get ourselves together.
You didn't wait till after the birthday party to leave?
The birthday party was over. I left that night.
Okay, because you had a party from 2 to 4?
Pretty much, and I left.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. I'm a mom too. So listen, the birthday parties don't last long. 2 to 4. Everybody better be on time. The cake is gone. Okay.
And it was already, he and I were already beefing, so it was a lot of tension, obviously, or whatever. So when
why did you leave? What happened?
It was just like we were okay, so it's
talk in front of the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's things that I'm asking him to work on, and you know, he's acting like men do. They work on it when they got something that they want you to do, or when they want to stay, they don't want you to leave. Obviously, if a man is not working on something that you're complaining about, I'm feeling like you don't want to be with me.
Like what? What was you telling him to work on?
We were having like issues with the kids. We were in the process of finding a new place. Like, it's just like a lot going on. So, but he's trying to promote music, whatever artist. He's with Kodak. He's with Hot Boy, Rico, Uzi. Like, he's been around a lot of people. Future, Cisco, like different artists that he's moving around in the career or whatever. So it's like, okay, we have these problems.
Real one.
We have these problems we have these problems at home. And the final straw for me was Valentine's Day. So my daughter's birthday, my youngest birthday is February 19th. Obviously, Valentine's Day was a couple of days before that. So his oldest daughter, she was living with us, and we were already living in a family's house, and we were trying to find us a new place. So I'm basically telling him, like, we got X, Y, and Z going on. Let's just give that a break for a little bit, get in our place, and then we can go and look for a new studio. Because I'm noticing, like, when artists call his phone, and they're coming down here, they're looking for a place to record. They're looking for a place to stay. Some of these niggas done even been sleeping on my couch. I ain't gonna say no names. But
no, we need you to say names, child. No.
But listen, that's not anything relating to.
Don't tell me they out on stage with jury on, but sleeping on couches.
No, but it's not anybody that's big. I'm not gonna lie though. It's not anybody that's big. It's more so the up and coming artists. It wasn't Kodak though. It wasn't him.
We know Kodak got a little money. Okay,
right. So it's on something like, okay, these people coming around, like, and they need you for certain things. So why not? Let's just, I already had.
Can you turn that off real quick?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I did his LLC for the music group that he wanted to start or whatever. Set up his business, everything. Did EIN number, did the business license, and I'm like, okay, we already got this out the way. So once we get in our place, we can just look for a new studio. You can rent that out. He already had got kicked out of one studio. Because he didn't have security, and everybody was basically securing themselves with firearms and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, so the next best route is to hire security, an armed security guard, so that we don't have to worry about portraying things a certain way for people to be kicking us out when we're trying to run a business. So he's like, I'm trying to talk to him about it, about like how we should plan things and move forward. Just take a break from the industry. He's like he just head first. It's so sad. Like just being around everybody, don't want to take a step back to really see what's going on and how to maneuver. And as a woman with kids, I can't work with anybody like that. If we're going to handle business, we need to handle business accordingly. So I saw that on Valentine's Day, he was like laying clothes out like he was getting ready to go out somewhere, but we didn't have any plans or anything like that. Like he got me flowers and teddy bears and stuff like that, but we didn't have plans to like go out to eat. Me personally, I feel like when I have stuff going on in my life, I'm not trying to party. I'm not trying to go out and waste unnecessary money. I got a goal in mind, and I think we should move strategically to get there. So
I like you.
I like you too.
No, for real. Because you ain't out here like, hey, I need this and that on Valentine's Day. I need a new purse. I need jewelry. You like, look, the flowers in the card is good. We got kids, but we got goals. That shit will come later.
Yes.
But he still wanted to go out and spend money that he probably didn't have on a hoe.
Okay, so he's telling me he's going out with one of his friends. He laying his clothes out. So I'm like, bitch, it's Valentine's Day. What you talking about? Like, if you don't want me to tear this shit up in here tonight, you better lay your ass down somewhere. So he like, all right, I ain't going to, whatever. He chilling.
He laid his ass down.
He go out in the living room. He's sitting on the couch smoking his weed, whatever. So we already, that leading up to that year, we already wasn't really having sex like that. I felt the end coming. Like my head somewhere else, he's somewhere else. So I'm just like, okay, he's sitting out there on the couch smoking his weed, whatever. I end up falling asleep. So like a woman, I get up, I go to the bathroom, you checking on the house, checking on the kids, whatever. That nigga gone. The clothes he had done laid out, that shit gone too. So I said, okay, I ain't call him. I laid my ass down and went back to sleep because I'm already knowing we leave mentally before we leave physically anyway. I've been done. So I'm like, okay. So then when I got up to get the kids ready for school the next morning, I saw the truck outside in the driveway. So he had this thing where he always fall asleep in the truck. I always have to go outside and get him out the car and bring him in the house, put his ass in the bed. So I left his ass in the truck, took my kids to school and came back. And he was like, "Damn, you ain't wake me up." Da, da, da. Like, I'm like, Like I just started getting real short with everything. And then we already had whatever plans for my daughter's birthday. So I'm telling my friends like, once shot party over with, I am out of here. Like I already had my bag and stuff packed. Some of my stuff was already in the car. The only thing I had to do was like grab my toothbrush, my soap, like stuff, last little items or whatever.
Did he know that?
I cheated on him for a whole 4 years. And he didn't even know what was going on.
Wait.
You need to spin around chair now, right?
Wait a minute. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Say out together 10 years. You left.
He cheated on me while I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. That's 5 now.
Okay.
So after I had her, he and I wasn't together. And then we wasn't together and we end up getting back together or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm knowing in the back of my mind, like I see what type of man you are. And you're not the type of man that when you're unhappy, you don't know how to come sit down at the table and say, babe, can you work on this? Can you work on this? Can you work on that? It's like, you got to be mad about it for weeks or months. And then we got to argue real bad about it for you to then be like, oh, bitch, you ain't fix me no Kool-Aid. Oh, bitch, you ain't fix my food this day.
Please tell me he didn't really say you didn't fix it.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, wait a minute.
So it's just, but it's just like, it's different when you wait until things blow up and then you want to, like, that's when you want to blurt it out when we can talk like adults and you can say, hey, babe, this rubbed me the wrong way. Hey, babe, I don't really appreciate when you said this or you said this in front of my friends and I didn't really like that. That's how I am. Like, talk to me nice and you're going to see a bigger difference than thinking you can bully me or whatever, because now I'm going to be in defense mode. I got 3 brothers. I'm the only girl and I'm the youngest. So I've seen men in different aspects. You can't think you're going to play with me. So
you cheated on him after he cheated on you? Or y'all was just both? No,
well, I say honestly, I'm the type of person, you cheat first, I cheat back. So I'm going to give it my all. But once I see that you're not giving it your all, now I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated. And then if I'm not getting the same thing in return, I'm going to treat you the way that you treat me. I'm a Gemini. And that's what hate. So
okay. So does he know that you were cheating?
So,
or is this the exclusive?
So there was an incident where the kids were texting me. They were hungry. They was at their house where he and Suki live at or whatever. So they needed food or whatever. So she don't want me at their house. They know where I live at. They've been to my house, called DCF on me, all type of shit. They know where I live, and I know where they live, but she doesn't want me to come to their house, not even to bring the kids some food. And when I buy food for all the kids, my kids and her kids. So the kids were like, oh, no, he texted me. He was like, oh, don't bring no food to my house. So he's like, I'll meet you somewhere. So I'm like, okay, meet me at the BJ's because I live close by them or whatever. So it's a mutual BJ's. So I'm like, meet me at the BJ's and you could get the food or whatever. So I get to the BJ's. Instead of him calling me, asking me to meet him somewhere else, he tells my daughter, my oldest daughter, to call me and see if I can meet him somewhere. And I'm like, Anaria, we are adults. Tell your dad to call me. I don't know what his thing is when he around this girl, but we don't have anything going on. Why you can't pick up the phone for something that's related to your kids? Mm-hmm. So he ended up coming to my house to get the food or whatever the case is. And then he was like, oh, bro, like, I need you. Like, we can just be cool. Like, we could be cordial. And I'm like, let that person know that you need me. Let that person know, like, look, Tiffany is so real of a baby mama that we don't got to be for her to bond me out of jail if I'm up. We don't got to be for me to call her and ask her for advice on something that I'm not sure on how to handle. Me and his mom, she's a Sagittarius. We like this. And I'm the type of person with anybody that I'm close to. You can call me, all my friends call me and ask me, the first thing they say, friend, you think I'm wrong? Because they know that I'm going to tell them the real spill. That ain't cool. Or this is how you should move going forward.
Right.
So I feel like that's kind of what he admires, to still have that. And granted, we have kids together. So of course I want to see you win, whether it's with me or not. And I will hope you feel the same way, but it's not given that. So while he was out there saying this, I'm like, come on, bro, you telling me this, tell her this. Like, me and my baby mama is really cool. We was really friends before we even started having sex or in a relationship. So that's when it kind of like came out, where I basically let him know, like, you couldn't have thought that I was finna get back with you and be with you and not move accordingly. Like, I see what type of man you are, and it's not like much had changed. Yes, he worked on some stuff, but you know, men, they take shit in increments. Like, they not making a full 360. So it's like, no. So it kind of like came out where he said something, and I was like, I cheated on you for a whole 4 years and you didn't notice. You don't love me. Like, you never wanted to be with you. You never wanted to be with me. So he was like, what? Like, yeah, like, so when I kind of left him around my daughter's birthday time, and me and the person that I had been dealing with, we was like dealing with each other a little bit more. He was asking then, like, oh, this somebody you've been was dealing with, this somebody you've been was dealing with. But me knowing that at that time he wouldn't have been able to handle it, I didn't really say nothing at that time.
He would have shot the club. So you told him that day when he came over?
Yeah, because I was pissed off. It's like, bro, we not even together. We don't got nothing going on. Like, this is the reason why shit's so up between us, because look at how you continue to move and handle stuff, like, and then you out here screaming to the top of your lungs talking about you need me. How, when I cheated on you for a whole 4 years and you never noticed?
How didn't he notice though? Like, I mean, are you just slick with your though? I mean, because you give me Hillary Clinton.
That's what it gives?
It gives like Hillary Clinton. It took, what's her name? Chelsea to school every day. New Bill was off in the goddamn office cheating. You never said a goddamn thing and stood beside her husband like nothing happened, right? You give me like, I'm still handling my business. My kids ain't missing a beat. I'm cooking. If he wanted sex, you would have gave it to him. Like you said, you told him to sit his ass down on Valentine's Day. He better not go nowhere. Meanwhile, you had a whole sneaky link.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, so when it come down to like being in the studio and stuff like that, you don't think, I'm 33 years old, you don't think I know what come with that shit? I'm not in the studio. I'm not one of them type of girls that live for the hype. I can be around this. I've seen Kodak. I've met certain people. I'm not like, oh, let me get a picture. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. I can meet people and genuinely, hey, hello, how are you? And keep it moving. I don't have to like put on for anybody.
Right. So when you started cheating, why did you stay 4 years instead of like Me, I would like if I'm a cheat, I'm a cheat. Tell you I cheated. That's my way. I'm leaving after that. I'm not finna. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say, you stayed a whole 4 years and carried on a whole nother relationship.
Yeah, but it was like, so when we
still
broke
got
up,
the kids up, like nothing happened.
When we broke up after he cheated on me while I was pregnant with my daughter, it was a guy that I started dealing with after me and my baby daddy had broke up. And it's like, my oldest daughter, she is like, up the river about her daddy. Like, she wait till the nigga get in the car and she be like, oh, mommy, my daddy said this, and my daddy got this much money, and my daddy do this, and my daddy do that. And it's just like, oh my God. And then my kids and my son, he's not from my girl's dad, but we were together for a while since my son was maybe like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the kids were kind of feeling it or whatever the case is. So I can honestly say at that time, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make my family work, even though, you know, I have, because I enjoy good conversation, like stimulating conversation. So if I find a guy that I'm dating or that I talk to and he has good conversation, that kind of like keeps me there a little bit.
I think that's every woman though. Like we want to be stimulated mentally. Right. You got to be smart.
Yeah. Be smart. Shit. So
that's why them woke niggas be getting us all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nation of Islam, all that. That's why we be 4, 5, 6 wives and shit. We be like, he's smart.
It. Like,
he's smart.
And that's what men don't understand. They can have their way a lot more if they were a lot more intelligent, because it's like, okay, we can both enjoy other people's company. Like, and it's not like everybody that I talk to.
We can't both. They are very one-sided.
Well,
I don't know a man here who's going to share his woman. It's just not going to happen. Unless they're Diddy.
Girl, listen. At the end of the day, y'all can't think that it's not even the amount of women that there is to one man or 2 men or 3 men. It's not even. So technically, by nature, we're not supposed to be getting all emotional over somebody dealing with somebody else.
You've been indoctrinated. You must be with a woke nigga right now.
I'm not. I'm taking time to get to know myself.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, that person that I was dealing with,
is he vegan?
Oh my God. And it's like, he's the person that got me, like, once I left my baby daddy, my diet changed.
I told you.
Like, listen, he put me up on game, Tasha. My period went from 7 days. Listen, bitch, my period went from 7 days to 4 days. Down last month, my was 3 days. I've cut back on meat and everything. Like, he like, look, you need to eat this, and that.
How did I know that?
And
I've been doing this too long. I know these niggas. Like, I'm telling you, there's categories of niggas. So the reason he didn't mind you with your baby daddy is because he probably got several others himself.
Well,
that he had to juggle.
Now, that's a whole nother thing, because we used to have our little episodes, and now I'm in the house, don't even know how to move around because me and this nigga we beefing, but I'm in a whole relationship.
You at the house with your baby daddy telling him he better not go no motherfucker on Valentine's Day. Meanwhile, you got a whole nother nigga you arguing with about who is that.
Well, at the point of Valentine's Day, when I got ready to leave, me and my baby daddy already wasn't dealing with each other like that. Like, we were still living together. Obviously, we got bills together, we got kids together, but the relationship, it wasn't really there. So it's like, if you're not making me happy and we're living in the same house, you right. When you fall asleep, I'm out this and he sleep hard. Oh, yeah, bitch. And you ain't gonna know nothing. I'm finna cook.
Sleeping hard got to
get these kids ready for bed.
What does sleep hard got to do with it? So you can do whatever it is you want to do. He won't wake up and notice.
Tasha, listen.
So now I'm 40. I'm at this point in life where I got to figure out if I want to have kids, right? Like by the end of this show.
It's your girl Keisha E, and this is Crack 'em Up.
Hey, yo, what up? I'm T.K. Moore.
I'm comedian Boogie B.
I'm Chase Anthony.
I'm Carl Payne, and this is Crack 'em Up.
Give it up for my guy,
To hear more.
I want that V so bad. That V so sexy, man. I think I would be killing it if I had the V. Because right now, mine is more like a Y. Mine is like a U. Mine is like E40 going, ooh. Like, that's how mine...
What you guys think? He's the type of kid that is going to make it.
Fresh.
What's happening, people? This is Kojo from the UK, and you're watching Crack 'em Up.
Single people are waiting for somebody better than them. But sometimes you gotta say bullshit out loud. Why would someone better than you want you?
laugh at yourself. Everybody else feels comfortable laughing at you.
I need to meet somebody with allergies.
This is Crack 'em Up.
And this is Crack 'em Up.
And this is Crack 'em Up, baby.
We was together for 10 years, bro. That's a long time. I could be laying in the bed with both of this man's phones, going through both of them at the same time, and he opened up. Bro, so it's like, now that you letting this girl antagonize me and terrorize my life, it's like, I see what's going on. She knows so much because I don't talk to him on the phone. Like, we texting. Like, because at the end of the day, I need people to know, because I know she going through your phone. So I need her to know I ain't you. We don't got nothing going on. I just want the best for you and the best for my kids. If you win, my kids win.
But you know, Suki is very insecure. You're not the first she's terrorized. This is kind of her MO. Did she get your Instagram taken down yet?
I can't keep an Instagram. Tasha, I can't keep an Instagram. My first page that she got deleted, I only had 1,700 followers. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a nobody.
And she had that taken down.
Come on. And this is the reason why we're here, because one thing you're not going to do is you're not going to silence me. You're not going to try to deflect from my truth of what I'm going through. You call a bitch that
don't like her. Me?
You don't like her? I thought y'all got along.
No, girl. I don't fuck with Suki. Not until she apologized for being a degenerate to the black community.
But I thought y'all sat down and had a talk
that was
about
a long time ago, girl.
Oh, because the last thing that I seen
it was clips. That interview was from 2022.
Oh, so then that's what kind of caught my attention, because I'm like, she on Tasha K show talking about how she a girl's girl and how Tasha go talk to Lil' Kim,
but then she changed a lot.
And tell Lil' Kim how she feel about her and all this stuff. And I'm like, but you didn't even give me that same courtesy.
I don't know her personally. I just feel that her image doesn't depict what she preaches.
Oh my God.
So that's where we have the issue. Like, as one black woman to another, you're not gonna come sit in front of me and say, oh, the way you talk about Lil' Kim, the way you talk about people.
Exactly.
But then, you let niggas walk you like a dog. You got kids in your video, you twerking ass on them. You telling women to eat shit, eat booty, all types of stuff like this. What the fuck is this? Like, no, we're not gonna play like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, I just have my issues with her. And when she changes, I'll change.
Right. So, my baby daddy had came to me one time. Mm-hmm. He called me like 2:00 in the morning, and he was like, oh, basically like they were sitting outside having a conversation. And
him and Suki?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me just rewind. He called me one day, and we were just talking on the phone, joking. And he was like, oh, guess what popped up on my iPhone memory? And I was like, what? And he was like, our videos. So I'm like, our videos? So I'm like, if you don't delete that shit out your phone, you in a whole nother relationship. He like, you my baby mama. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, don't let nobody see that. I'm telling you, she gonna be in her feelings like that. So he like, bro, you my baby mama. Fast forward to the beginning of this year. She ended up uploading me and his sex videos on Twitter and my phone number. Let's get into this. And my phone number.
Don't tell me she wanted to bring you down to her level.
So,
because she got sex videos on the internet, so misery loves company.
Okay, so this happened January 24th. On New Year's Eve, which was December 31st, he called me like 2:00 in the morning and was basically like, oh, she was watching our videos and like she was turned on and she wanted a threesome. So I found it kind of weird. So I'm like, I gotta hear it from her. So I'm like, she got to tell me that. So he like, oh, nah, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, I don't believe you. So I went and just hold it. I went and DM'd her and gave her my number. That's how she got my phone number. Outside of his phone, I gave it to her on social media. I DM'd her and I gave her my number. So then she texts me and I'm like, did you tell him? I'm asking her like, did you tell him this? So she basically saying like, where's the messages from my other phone? So she's basically saying like, she did tell him that, but he didn't even give her a chance to sober up before he ran and told me or whatever the case is. So it became a big old falling out between them because I guess she felt like as soon as he told her, he ran back and told me. I mean, as soon as she told him, he ran back and told me. And he feels like as soon as he told me, I went and DM'd her, but I'm a woman first and I know how men like to play. So of course you have to tell me this, and don't get me wrong. And I don't really want to get into detail because I want to give her a chance to redeem herself, like to sit down and have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, my kids are going to see this. I already talked to my kids about this before I even came to sit down and do this interview. I don't even play these type of games. So, but she was just like, you know, she did say it or whatever the case is. So then when we basically, you know, speaking on certain things sexually or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, well, she was like, well, that's what she said. The person that I portray is not who I really am. And I was like, oh, I'm aware because my kids have nothing but good things to say about her. My oldest son is 15, about to be 16. He even go over their house. Because me and my baby daddy was together for a year. So it's like, it's hard to just break that. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay, his oldest daughter still come do stuff with me at my house. My oldest son, Suki, she even done cashed out my son money. So it's like, if you're this type of woman and you're willing to love on my kids this way, I'm not going to do anything to harm you intentionally. And if I do something that hurts you, you can come to me and you can tell me as a woman. And I promise you, all my friends, my family, that nigga will even tell you that I work on shit. Like, I'm that type of person. So when she said that, I'm like, oh, I know, because the kids have nothing but good things to say about you. I was like, that's why I told him I wanted to have a conversation with you before anything, because I want to be able to tell you, like, I wish the world could see the person that my kids come home and talk about. Like, my oldest daughter be like, they be in the kitchen cooking, they be playing games, like they be painting, like, you know, sitting around having paint night and stuff like that. And that's the type of mom that I am. So it's like, okay, we kind of are similar in a lot of ways. So it started to help me see what attracted him to her. I guess getting to know her outside of her public image. But it's just like, you don't have to antagonize me. So once I told her that, she basically was like, oh, it's too soon for her. Let me look on this phone. She was like, it's too soon for her to, she felt like it was too soon for me to come to her and tell her, basically like what I said. And I'm like, so then my baby daddy called me cussing me out like, oh, you shouldn't have even said that. And I'm like, how you expect me to let somebody suck on my pussy that I can't even correct or tell when they wrong? Like, what y'all think this is? Both of y'all got to stay the away from me. I don't even want y'all around my kids, because now it's giving demon possessed. Now it's giving, she felt like that she couldn't have you the way she wanted you, and she realized that I was the way to get it. Because once they got together in the beginning of January, the house they was living in Hollywood was his mom's house. That's the house that I left when I left on my daughter's birthday.
Suki live in that house?
She was living in that house, yeah.
Oh.
Right. So in the clips that was on the neighborhood.
And this was this year or last year? This was this
last year. And his mom came and packed up their stuff in the beginning of January, and he felt like I had something to do with it. So basically, when he started talking to Suki, everything that his mom inherited from her dad passing away, he going around to, I guess, her, making it seem like this is his. But in reality, his parents are older. So it's like, the time that you're taking to chase these people in the industry, you need to be helping your parents if you want to inherit the things that they're going to leave behind. I spent this summer in, I don't even want to say where it is, but up north, helping his mother. So it came to, that's how the shit happened with the whole, me having to call the police on her, because they came to the house that they were living at one point.
You had to call the police on Sukihana?
Yeah, and my baby daddy.
Okay.
They're not living at the house anymore. So the house is being rented out. His mom and the guy that's renting out the house paid me to come there and clean. So me and my baby daddy ran into each other multiple times before this day at that same house, because it's his family's home. Okay. And I have his mom on recording. We're going to get into it. Let me find my other phone. I have his mom on recording telling the police that Suki, Destiny, is not supposed to be there. Her son is not even supposed to be there, because they paid me to go there and clean the house.
To get it ready for a renter?
No, because his mom was coming in town. She was coming to help me. We were already handling some business with some other properties, and she was coming in town, whatever the case is. So I went to go clean the house, change the sheets on the bed, all that good stuff. So while I'm there with my friend and my godson, I'm almost done. I'm in the master bedroom. I'm cleaning the bathroom or whatever. And my friend like, oh, they out there. And I'm like, okay, we almost done or whatever. So then she, like 15, 20 minutes later, she like, oh, friend, it look like they arguing, like they body language in the truck. It look like they beefing.
You talking about Suki and your baby
daddy?
Baby
daddy, yeah. So I called the man who was renting out the master bedroom. Okay. I'm like, I'm about to get ready to go. I have to come back and do your room tomorrow because Ashton and Destiny just got here and I ain't trying to beef with nobody today. I already got too much going on. I ain't doing that. So he's like, okay, no problem, whatever. I can't even get out the door good. My godson, mama, my friend, walked out the door first. So soon as she walked out the door, I heard Suki roll the window down. But again, I'm putting the rugs back in the house and trying to get out of there. I'm not worried about none of this shit because I ain't beefing with nobody. That's your nigga. So she was like cussing my friend out or whatever. So she thought my friend was me. So, and she like, oh, bum ass mama, oh, ho, you this and you that. And I'm steady while I'm getting in the car. I'm telling my friend, I'm like, I left one of my phones or I lost one of my phones, call my phone. But she's arguing with Suki. So I'm like, friend, call my fucking phone. Like, stop arguing with this hoe. She's a nobody. Like, so then she started calling my phone or whatever. So it's like Suki had the passenger door open, but she kept trying to climb out through the driver door over my baby daddy. So he just sitting his ass back in the car, like not even saying anything, just letting her do it. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, if I crash out, it's like she get paid to do this type of stuff. When she go viral for bullshit, she get paid. Like, I don't make anything. I lose my kids. I got cases. Like, so I'm on some shit like, so I started calling the police. While I go back in the house to get my other phone, I realized his mom is calling my other phone, but I need to record to have footage, so I'm not answering the call.
Okay.
So his mom...
I feel like I was there that day. So baby daddy in the car, Suki trying to climb to get out the car, arguing, acting like she gonna fight y'all.
Right.
You left your phone inside. You trying to get the f*** out of there. You telling your friend, stop arguing with this hoe. But yet you got to go inside to get your phone and you got to answer his mama call to let her know the house is clean.
Okay. No,
but then you had to call
to let her know that I'm not even finna finish cleaning this. I'm finna go.
Okay.
So, but you're gonna, she said her name and her date of birth, so you're gonna have to edit it out.
That's fine. We'll do that.
Sign a trespass affidavit that allows us
this is the deputy.
On behalf and trespass someone on
and
property.
He's talking to his mom on my phone.
Let me see.
Okay, I got you.
Hold on.
Scene, when you're on scene, then we can trespass him. If he's not, you can come down to the station, sign a trespass affidavit that allows us to act in your behalf and trespass someone on property.
So you're trying to say her son was trespassing?
And Destiny, because they were not supposed to be there.
Okay.
Starting bullshit with me.
Cool. All right, no problem.
So,
no problem. But we'll make sure that the birth date is not in there. So did Suki leave or did you end up leaving?
No, so the police end up making them leave, and that's the reason why she did this.
What she do? Oh, wait a minute. Suki posted this? Suki runs into woman she had previous issues with and goes off. These be the bitter bitches that be on Facebook speaking about it every day. Suki look bad right now.
No, that's me.
That's you? I was like, how she drop all this weight?
No.
Okay. You don't look bad.
No.
But I thought it was
thinking
Suki.
that that's her. I understand. But this is another thing because she's on Ozempic.
I was like, she on Ozempic?
She's on Ozempic.
Okay.
She gave his mom Ozempic to take.
Okay. So Sukihana, this is why I'm working on myself because these be the ones acting like it's on site, but working with 12, which is the police. This is just another day in Broward County. My life too ghetto. Child, the cop told her to leave people alone and stop stalking me about a man. Child, y'all see me elevating. I see it too. I'm finna let this street go today. These girls will try to take everything you have from you. It's not happening. And that's why I don't argue with perkheads.
So now listen, look at the picture, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You can see that me and the officer are standing in the driveway, right?
Yeah.
How can you stalk somebody from a driveway if y'all clearly, you see that pole from the gate in that, excuse me.
She taking the picture.
She's recording, right? We can play the video.
Okay.
Excuse me. Oh, that wine got me burping. Excuse me.
You good. I didn't even know all this was going on social media. Where the was I? Okay.
Is it muted?
So, yeah, hold on. I got it.
And then, look at the whole army outfit. Cadet, Kelly, and then what the shoes is them? So what army do she work for?
Mind you, I'm in the house cleaning up.
Hold on.
Look at her. That's your people. These be the bitter bitches that be on Facebook speaking about it every day. And then we just happen to run into each other, and guess what she do? Call the cops. This bitch been sending my pics around, asking niggas, oh, why you with this trifling bitch? He love trifling hoes. He love hoes, bitch. Get it?
Who?
So she created this whole narrative.
Saying that I'm sending her pussy pictures around. I don't got a picture of her pussy in my phone that ain't come from what somebody sent to me that was already going around. The collard green juice. That's all I got.
That was bad. So you didn't upload nothing to the internet. This was her basically creating a narrative of drama in order to keep this facade of an image going that she's really a ghetto, but she does paint night and moves in with niggas with no money in their mama house. I thought Suki had bought a house in Atlanta. What happened to that house? Why is she moving into his mama house, your baby daddy mama house that you cleaning?
Okay, and then
she got a house in Atlanta, right?
I don't know. I don't even hear about her going to Atlanta. I only hear about her going to Cali. So this is what I'm saying. I'm just as confused as you because me and my baby daddy is really not dealing with each other. Listen, my friends will tell you when that shit went around with Ray J and Dr. Umar, all that junk, I'm in my house like, oh yeah, bitch, she running circles around that fuck nigga. I live. I'm giving her
excited.
props. I'm giving her props. I'm like, oh yeah, she running his ass into the ground the same way he did me. Because I've been told him this, all the shit you did to me, I was too good for you. You gonna meet a that's on your same type of time. And she gonna run your ass through the ringer just like you did me. This nigga on social media crashing out about this shit. Tagging Ray J and Dr. Umar and then reposting Ray J's song, talking about the song Ray J did, talking about I hit it first, and then talking about basically like he had Suki before Ray J and Dr. Umar. I'm like, bro, you're a joke, bro. That's their lane. Like, how are you trying to argue with people in their own lane?
Let me see what your baby daddy look like, child. Let me see. Girl. And you know what's so funny? We actually got a call from Ray J 2 weeks ago. Asking me to chill out on Sukihana. He said that's his girl.
They told you to chill out on her the same way he told Dr. Umar?
He called me.
So listen, Ray J, can you please tell her to like stop calling DCF on me, please? They just came to my house yesterday again, not yesterday, Thursday, telling me that they still getting calls that my kids is not in school. My kids been in school since the 24th of August. Yes, they started late because my baby daddy ain't helped me with this year, neither one of them. So I did everything by myself. So yeah, they started
only
a
couple
late.
Days late.
Exactly.
That's like when they really started, the 22nd?
No, they started on like the 13th or the 12th, something like that. And my kids started on the 24th.
Mine started on the 24th too. God damn it, they in school. What?
Girl.
Listen.
I don't even.
Let me see what your baby daddy look like.
I have to go back to like an old picture.
This is so funny. Suki, you would think with an image like hers and her being rich and flying private and having all these niggas, like you wouldn't have time to argue with just regular, everyday, smuggler baby mamas about a nigga they don't want. Oh my God. I want to see what this nigga look like. I got to see it. Let me see. So he out here trying to argue with Dr. Umar about his woman that he let move into his mama house that you used to live in.
I've always dated bad boys. I've been dating bad boys all my life.
There has been a decision to build the Roosevelt Tower downtown right next to the Capitol building.
That's why I'm just trying to save my money and get me a used car so I can get to the bag, find Keisha engagement ring, then propose to her.
Straight like that.
straight like that. The Buddha Club, boy. You know what the fuck that is? This is where the hoes get naked. Climb to the top of the pole, drop that pussy down, and bust it open like a bag of nipples.
Look, you're too old to be macking, to be messing with these motherfucking hoes on the street.
Feeding your ass for the past 40 years, you funky bitch. What you gonna do? Nigga, I'll whoop your ass. You sure will, Unless we don't need no mother. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second, y'all. Everybody be quiet. Give me your IDs. Hold on, give me your IDs.
I have worked my fingers to the bone for this company.
You paid rent for once in your miserable ass life. You paid rent.
Be baby daddy. Let me see.
You can swipe.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me. Those are all pictures of me and him.
He's her type too.
Okay.
He looks like her baby daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, her baby daddy did an interview with me. Dragged her. She ain't even got custody of her kids. He has custody. He's been trying to get custody back, but the kids are on the road. He's trying not to put Sukihana in jail.
Right. So there was a day that I was on the phone with my daughter and her son's tutor asked to talk to me and was basically telling me like, okay, my daughter is so smart, all this stuff, and basically like how she needs to work on her attitude or whatever the case is. She saying like my daughter is super defensive.
Oh, y'all look like a beautiful family.
Saying like, oh, my daughter is like, she's
Go ahead. Y'all look so pretty.
Saying,
can we put them up during the video? Can you send us those?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you got Jason's number, right?
Yeah, I got Jason's
Okay,
number.
drop them to Jason.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put it in. We want to see we're gonna blur the kids' faces though.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So her son's tutor basically was telling me about my daughter from what she noticed from her being in the house tutoring Sukiana's son, and then how my daughter interacts with the kids in the house. She's basically saying like my daughter is so smart, but she's like super defensive and kind of like very argumentative. So I'm like, well, she hears a lot of arguing. And that's the reason why I keep telling my baby daddy, like, I want us to all have a sit down like adults and talk about respecting each other's boundaries and, you know, not being so combative and constantly arguing, because I see where it, you know, bleeds on the kids. So apparently while the tutor and I were having this conversation, Suki grandma must be heard what I was saying to the tutor because we on a FaceTime call. So the lady stepped outside and she's like, I had to step away from the kids. She was like, but just so that you know, she was like, I don't really get to see Destiny like that. And she was like, when your baby daddy is here, he's either coming or he's going. Like, he's not here for very long while I'm here tutoring the kids. And I'm like, well, shit, when you catch him there, tell him I want to homeschool my kids too. If her kids homeschool, my kids already saying, coming up to them, asking them, is Tiffany Weaver their mama, because she done made my name a hashtag on Twitter and uploaded my phone number. So she like, well, his mom, her grandma said like, she don't really have a say so either. Like, she just like, Suki just do whatever she want to do. Ashton just do whatever he want to do. And she just there with the kids. So, and it's constantly like conflict between the kids where my daughter feels like that her grandma isn't fair when she's watching them. It's like my kids get in trouble, but their kids don't get in trouble. Whereas even with my baby daddy outside daughter, when she came over, I beat everybody ass. When they come and tell, oh, this one did this, this one did that, and I don't know who to believe, I'm whooping everybody ass. Now I know I got the right person. It's not finna be I'm chastising one and I'm not chastising the other one. It's not ever that in my household. So I'm letting my baby daddy know I don't know what y'all got going on, but don't reprimand my kids if nobody else is not reprimanding their kids, because you already know that that's gonna do nothing but breed envy or jealousy, or the kids are gonna be doing things to each other. Fast forward to this summer where they was in Orlando for her daughter's birthday. My daughter ended up pranking one of her cousins. Like, this is one of her cousins, not one of Suki's cousins, but he was there too. She ended up pranking one of her cousins and ended up cutting his face or whatever the case is. So when my baby dad mom called me, which is my kid's grandma, I'm like, don't call me with that. I said, where Suki was, where Ashton was. I said, you need to tell them to talk to Anaria and do whatever they got to do, because at the end of the day, I'm not there. I said, when we planned family trips and I was in Orlando, none of this type of shit was going on. Don't call me with that. So then my son came home and was like, oh, Mom, how about Ashton and Destiny was arguing when we was in Orlando. He was like, I was outside playing basketball. He was like, when I walked in, it must be like the back end of the argument. And he was like, Suki looked at him and was like, I see why your mama left his ass. You couldn't have thought my son wasn't going to come back and tell me that. Oh. Like, I appreciate everything as a woman because nobody is obligated to do anything for somebody else's child. Okay. So as a woman, I appreciate everything you've done for my son. Anything you let him participate in, let him come around, all of that. But certain things you can't say to children if you know that you're still going to tolerate it and put up with it. And I'm only saying that because I was in a 10-year relationship where I did the same exact thing. Saying certain things, but allowing my kids to see something other than what I was saying I was tired of. So at the end of the day, like, you have a daughter. I got 2 daughters and only 1 son. Mm-hmm. He got nothing but girls. He don't even have a boy. Mm-hmm. So the way that you move in front of your daughters, they're constantly watching, men and women. The way men are treating their women, my daughter is going to grow up and feel the same way I feel. I constantly feel like I'm attracting emotionally unavailable men or anxiously avoiding men where they avoid the feelings that they have for me, or they run from the feelings that they have for me, or they're disconnected because of they had a disconnected mom or they don't really know how to love. Everything that we face as adults. But
not right now, because you got your woke nigga and he
I'm not dating. I'm not seeing anybody right now. Like, I have friends, but I'm really like focused on myself and adding to myself. So if a man can come around and supply me with knowledge on how to be a better woman and how to add to myself, I'm going to be your friend. Okay. But at this point in time, I just got out of a 10-year relationship. I'm not trying to be locked down or in a relationship with anybody else. It's either we adding value to each other's life and we seeing where it go, or you just go about your business and I go about mine. But that's not where I am. I gave everything in my last relationship. In the beginning, we first got together. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. I just had my first daughter. We getting it together. Okay, we had our ups and downs. Get back together. Had more ups and downs. Get back together. Like, at this point, I don't want to keep doing that with somebody else. Like, if that's the case, I can take the time to really get to know myself and get to know my type. And then I can date somebody that I'm in alignment with and not just somebody that I feel like I'm attached to, or they got good dick, or I feel like this person stimulates me mentally, because it's not just the mental stimulation. It's emotional, spiritual, all of it. It's all tied together.
So you and Sukihana, let me say this for the record. Have y'all ever had a fight?
No, we never had a fight.
Okay, everything has just been online fighting.
Well, I've never. Her daughter's first birthday that she was with my baby daddy. That's when people were sending me stuff that she had uploaded my kids. My youngest daughter, she has like very fine, soft hair, like that baby hair that you can't put a texturizer or anything in.
She put a texturizer in your baby hair?
No, but my baby's hair wasn't done. So her hair frizzes really fast. And I'm telling my baby daddy, I'm like, bro, you already know, like, we from Broward. So this is going to pick apart your kids.
You are so Florida. Go ahead.
You not about to upload my kids on social media and they ain't up to par. You're a celebrity with all these million followers. The least you could have did was let him know, like, all right, I'll get Naria and Autumn hair done. Call your baby mama and tell her to do shy ponytails. Y'all take these kids out of town. It's her daughter's birthday and her hair wasn't even done. And listen, hold up.
No, go.
I'm not knocking nobody, because we do the best that we can as mothers, and it's our kids' birthday. But you don't have to plaster them all over social media if you know everybody in your comments is gonna pick your kids apart, bro. Come on, these is kids.
You're so refreshing.
None of my kids was up to par. So guess what I did? I called him. I'm like, bruh, I don't know what y'all got going on. Tell her to delete my kids off her social media. Like, y'all could have came better than that. I don't mind her posting them, but at least make sure my kids look. You saw the family picture. At least make my kids look how they look when they're with us. Hair done, nice clothes, oiled up skin, just good.
Greased up.
He like, oh, you. Like, so now I know you just trying to make me feel it because I left your dumb ass, but you got me up. I got right on that whole mother in line, called my son's phone. Hey, put Suki on the phone. Because my son was there too. She got on the phone, take my kids off your social media. Now, I'm not going to lie. the way that I approached the first phone conversation, because I had let my baby daddy get me so riled up, I did come at her wrong, and I will take accountability for that. But I was already upset, so I'm just like, this trying me. I feel like you trying me. Take my kids off your social media page, whatever. So I feel like we never originally got a chance to like clear things up even from there. So when he came to me and was like, oh, she wanted a threesome or whatever the case is, I was blown, because me personally, I wouldn't want a threesome with a person that just cussed me out and made me delete their kids off of my social media.
And she deleted the kids?
Yeah, she deleted them.
Oh, good.
Right.
Good.
So it was like, all right, but maybe we can have a conversation from here. And even in the text messages,
you would have considered a threesome?
If I would have been able, because this is my thing. I have an innate gift to be able to mold people.
Not gift. Go ahead.
So it's like you can call me and be like, okay, Tiff, I got this, and this going on. What you think I should do? And I can literally put the pieces on the board for you and plan that shit out. So even when I first found out my baby daddy was dealing with her, I'm like, oh, this good. You can clean up her image like they did with Cardi B. Like, I'm on a business mindset. I'm like, look, get her to start dressing a little bit better, like this, that. Because at this point, I'm not even sexually or emotionally attracted to you anymore. We just have kids together, and this is just business. The music group that I had for him at the time, my name was on the business. So anything that he's doing that reverts back to this, I'm going to be able to benefit from it. So, okay, you're trying to get in the music industry. You're now dating somebody that's in the industry. Okay, clean up her image. Let's do that.
Okay.
So when we started texting about the threesome, I'm like, okay, let me see if I could kind of like slide this in a little bit. So I'm like, I wish that that the world can see the person that the kids come home and talk about. And she's like, oh, well, she don't really show like that side of her to the world or whatever the case is. So I'm like, but you should, because at the end of the day, you know, Cardi even started out, and I know everybody have their differences or whatever, but we can't deny the fact that she started out on the same type of vibe, and her social media, we're not talking about music, we're talking about her social media presence and the type of endorsements and deals that she gets. She didn't get there doing what Sukihana is doing. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to make the best music in order to build a brand. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm trying to tell my baby daddy. Mm-hmm. So it's like, get her to start doing this. All right, you can't do it, and she trying to suck on my pussy. I'm finna tell her to do it.
You still didn't answer the question. Would you have done a threesome with Sukihana?
I don't know. But listen, I'm learning to not say what I would or won't do, because you be doing it. So I wouldn't have wanted to, but it's like, I probably would have had some fun on a drunk night. I don't know. If her hair good.
After she done called DFAC on you or your kid?
No, but that was before that. She asked for a threesome like December 31st, somewhere around that time. She just called DCF on me like 3 weeks ago. Because the thing that she tried to say that I was stalking her at the house that I was supposed to be at.
Oh my God. Y'all, this sounds really toxic and draining.
Imagine. And to not even I'm not even sleeping with my baby daddy.
When the last time you slept with your baby daddy for real?
In October.
Of when?
Last year.
Okay.
So now let's be...
Have you kissed him?
Hell no.
Have you had any inappropriate conversations with him about I miss you? Y'all getting back together? Nothing.
Hell no. Listen, Tasha, listen. In October, okay, even before me and him broke up, we already wasn't having sex like that. Okay. In October, he called me on some like, okay, basically his shit wasn't working.
What do you mean his shit wasn't working?
Like, it wasn't really doing what it needed to be doing.
Is it because he smokes a lot of weed?
It could be. But the thing is like...
So he wasn't getting hard.
Right.
A man in his early 30s.
Okay.
Was it... You got like 9 phones, girl. Like,
who the fuck? I don't know who this is. I gotta call you back. He called me like it wasn't working or whatever the case is.
When he was with Suki?
And I felt bad. So I was like, okay.
So he was trying to have sex with Suki?
No, I don't know who he was trying to have sex with. He just let me know that, but he was dating Suki at the time. But he a cheater. So he could have been trying to anybody at the time. So he like, okay, his stuff wasn't working or whatever the case is. And my baby daddy has sickle cell. Oh. So I felt bad. Like, okay, we already have like certain issues, and I don't really even want to like, I'm not trying to bash nobody, but I'm not finna let you drag me either. So I gotta call you back. So I can't put this phone on silent. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm like, all right, pull up. So, and it's so crazy how it happened because the same night that he was on his way to my house, he ended up getting pulled over by the police. So, so when he got pulled over by the police, basically they asking him where he going. I'm like, you don't have to disclose that information with them. I'm like, basically kind of like letting him know what his rights is, what he can disclose and what he don't have to disclose. So the police got mad and hung up on me. So I jumped in my car and I drove around the area where I live at until I found where they pulled him over at. So when
you did that for your baby daddy?
Yeah. Okay. So, and we wasn't even together. So when I got out the car, I'm automatically recording the police. This is the thing, I got 3 brothers. So it ain't just about my baby daddy. I got 3 brothers. I got a son that have dreads. I understand that the importance of black women and black men needing to protect each other, and we don't have that in the community anymore. Okay. And this situation is the reason why, even after she uploaded my sex videos, again, I'm still doing certain things for him and his family for that reason. So it's like now, okay, fast forward. The police pull him over. I got out the car. I'm recording, whatever the case is. Long story short, they end up letting him go. But it's just the fact that I got that footage from that night to like even prove that he came over, was in the area where I live. You
love your baby daddy?
I love both of my baby daddies.
Okay.
Am I in love with my baby daddy? No. I definitely feel like he's not mentally and emotionally there. Like, I'm not the type of person, I don't really feel my feelings all the time. I have to analyze them.
Well, I could tell you why Suki don't like you.
Why?
Because you have that hold on your baby daddy.
What hold?
You have a spiritual hold on him.
But I've been calling back my energy.
But for him to call and talk to you about something so intimate, and him, like, you have his back regardless.
And it's the same thing that I told him to tell her when he told me that he needed me.
That's why she fucking losing her mind, girl. But she can't compete with you. She can't compete with 10 years. Oh. She can't compete with how many kids y'all got together, 2? She can't compete with that. Girl, you have a hold on him. If you told that nigga he could come home tomorrow, if that put him out, he coming to you.
I don't got no way.
He coming to you.
Tasha.
It ain't her or her image or her money or her pussy or eating ass can do about it.
And that's the thing. I ain't never do that. I've never done that. Like, I'm not knocking nobody that eat ass.
That's why she hates you. That's why she uploading your videos to the internet, because she wants you on her level.
But
she wants him to see you like he see her, because he sees you as better than her. You left him.
Right. But this is the thing, Tasha. If I come around you or I get to know you and I see that you're a great mom and I got certain areas as a mom that I need to work on, or I see that you have a very outgoing personality and I feel like I'm more reserved with my personality, I'm the type of woman that I'm going to take notes and I'm going to learn. I'm not going to allow that to make me envious or bitter of you. I'm going to take that and I'm going to learn from it. But that's not her.
She's jealous of you.
Right, but we all have the same potential. We all have the same 24 hours in a day.
Not everybody has the same potential.
What do you mean?
No, baby girl. And I like to use a very extreme example, for instance, okay? Not everybody has the same potential. Not everybody has the same likes and dislikes. We are very, very different. It's kind of like trying to understand why pedophiles like kids. You can't understand.
Okay. Got you.
That ain't even your mind frame.
Right.
You ain't even gonna try to put yourself in their shoes. I ain't even trying to get on that thought process.
Right.
That is not Suki. The only thing she knows how to do is conquer and destroy. You are a problem. You are stability. You are functionality. You don't have a bad image. Your kids can't pull up the internet and find your pussy or you f***ing for money on the internet.
Right.
Anything this man says about you, it's not out there publicly, but her image is. So it goes along with everything that people can verbally say. With you, she's trying to build that so that y'all now on the several. It's like misery loves company.
Right. I'm a firm believer that
and he runs to you
even
anytime he got a problem. Matter of fact, he probably won't even check you.
What you mean?
Like if she's like, you need to check that. You need to check that. He probably called, hey, babe, listen.
No, that was the problem. That's how everything happened at the house where I ended up calling the police on them because while she's screaming and cussing out my friend and my godson and me, he just sitting his ass there like a bump on the log, not saying nothing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He won't check you the way she feels you need to be checked. She basically don't want that nigga to have no attachments to you. She want the kids in her possession. She don't want you nowhere near around, but she cannot control the fact that you have his heart. And you know you got that nigga heart.
And listen, granted, I give it to her.
You can't.
Listen, I teach her everything I know to get him to leave me the fuck alone.
That's why, and listen, the day that he probably wouldn't even check you, you let that girl do that, you let her, see, she don't even love you, she called the police on you, she trying to fight you, and he's sitting there like, that's my baby mama, that's the mother of my kids, I'm not getting in that, and a lot of women cannot. That's why I'm saying, if you're going to date men with kids, you have to understand there's always going to be an underlying connection between the woman he has kids with and the kids. There's nothing you can do about that but accept your place. Sukihana is not willing to accept her place, so that's why she is trying to interrupt the family dynamic you have. That's why she's calling CPS. That's why she's trying to fight you. She is trying to cause animosity between y'all. She is trying to build a negative public image on social media as she has to bring you down to her level. Baby girl, y'all might as well at this point eat each other's pussy.
No.
That's the only way y'all are going to see eye to eye.
No.
That's why she's like, let me see. Oh, y'all, you her like that? When she saw those videos, that hurt her. She wanted to be included in that because she wanted to feel what you felt from your baby daddy because she doesn't get that type of love. I guarantee that nigga don't f the same way he was you. That's why she uploaded those videos. That she was trying to be mean. I'm trying to tell you.
That's the thing. I've had better sex than my baby daddies. So
it can be better sex, but the connection.
But the thing is like I want to be careful with my wording on certain things.
How you already said the nigga don't work?
No, I'm not even talking about that. I mean, like from a spiritual standpoint, it's like I grew up like, okay, I'm not going to say just having sex with whoever I wanted to have sex with, but obviously if I like you, I'm going to have sex with you. It's my choice is what I'm saying. And it's like, I'm learning that spiritually, people have demons on them. And when you enter into that world, it transfers from them and then it gets on you. And that's just how I feel about that situation. So even after...
So you feel like Sukihana got demons on her?
My baby daddy, both of them. Even after the situation that happened in October, like when I felt bad for him, I wish I never did that. Like I wish I didn't ever do that because it's just like, I did you a favor, like out of being your baby mama. All right, I'm not in no relationship with nobody. You're the person in a relationship, but that's y'all business. Like, okay, you told me you felt this type of way about something. I tried to help you out. All right, you pulled up.
So
we didn't have no problems.
Come to the house to do exactly?
Huh?
When his didn't work, and you said slide through. What was you gonna do?
The problem is that with the time when we were in a relationship together and we did have sex, the problem wasn't it not working. The problem was it wouldn't go down no more. Like we can go round for round, nut for nut, and his shit's still hard. So to go from that to this, I ain't believe him. I'm like, you lying. You lying.
So you told him to come over to do what now?
To like see if it worked.
To put it down. Anything else you want to say to the public, child, before we wrap this up, honey? That nigga wanted to come and put the dick down. You said you're the only person that can put it down.
No, I'm not the only person.
If he called you.
I feel like it was just comfort. Like he felt like he knew for a fact of how it was before. So he just wanted to see like if it was going to work again. Like because it had been over a year since we did something. Remember I said I left in February. We already wasn't having sex before that. So it already had been a while since the last time he and I did something.
Okay.
But Girl Talk is Therapy is me and my friends podcast. Y'all tune in the 13th next week.
Okay, girl. All right. Tiffany.
I appreciate
Thanks
you.
so much. Appreciate
Thank
you. I
you.
hope you, Sukihana, and your baby daddy can become a blended family like how Will Smith and his ex-wife and Jada are.
I mean, I'm open for a conversation, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully people aren't too sensitive about me exposing the truth.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for having me, girl.
Anytime. I'm sure social media is going to eat this up. Okay. Now we got to go look at that camera and say bye.
See y'all later.
Okay, cool. You are absolutely entertaining.